Well, good morning. Yeah. 10-5 homework in front of us right now. And as always, first thing I do is the ACT, because it's a good warm-up, because it's stuff I haven't seen in forever. Gets my mind going. 33, a table. Most people hate tables, and I get it. I do. What do we have here? We have a table about the total number of goals scored in each match in a regional tournament. They want the average number of goals scored per match to the nearest tenth of a goal. All right, so let's see how many matches we have here. There's 43 matches. The idea is I'm going to take the number of goals, I'm going to divide it by 43. All right. So 0, because 0 goals times 4 is 0. 1 times 10 is 10. 2 times 5 is 10. There were 5 matches with 2 goals, okay? 9 times 3 is 27. There were 27 goals there. 7 times 4 is 28. 5 times 5 is 25. 1 times 6 is 6. 2 times 7 is 14. A lot of these are actually pretty high. You know, soccer is like 3 to 6 maybe. Anyways, I'm just going to add down. I'm just going to add all this up. It's going to tell me the total number of goals. We got 20, 47 here. We got 28 and 25 makes 53. We got another 20 there. 47 and 53, that makes 100. So there's 120 goals in 43 games. And they wanted the nearest 10th. I'm willing to bet that's 2.8. It's not going to be 3. Willing to bet it's 2.8. And on the ACT, I would not have checked myself. I'm just showing you I was right. I wouldn't have checked myself on the ACT. I won't have time to check. That was 10 seconds of my life. All right, lines A, B, C, and D are shown below, and A is parallel, if you forgot the notation. Which of the following is a set of all angles that must be supplementary? That means that the angles add to 180 degrees, if you forgot, to angle X. Angles that form a straight line are supplementary. So X and 1 and X and 2, they form a straight line. So all of them contain 1 and 2. I haven't got to eliminate anything. Do not choose F, because you'll notice that these two, angle 1 and 9, correspond. That means that angle 1 is congruent to angle 9. And they look the same too, don't they? Doesn't angle 1 look like angle 9? So in addition to angle 1, I also have angle 9 because they are congruent. And in addition to angle 2, I also have angle 10 because they have corresponding positions. So I couldn't be that one. Can't be that one. I still have H, J, and K, and I think it's H. Now, you'd be tempted to say that 2 and 6 correspond, while angle 2 and angle 6 correspond. They're not the same. They aren't. They're not the same, so I can't use them. What else could I possibly do? Not much else. Nothing else is going to work, because this is a whole different set of angles down here. Like 9 and 13 are not the same angle, so it's just H. That's all it is. 3x cubed, all cubed, is equivalent to, you know, when you first learned about exponents, they told you just to write things down. That's what you're supposed to do. That's how you cube something. You write it 3 times. 3 times 3 times 3 is 27. And then you have this x cubed times x cubed times x cubed. You guys are supposed to know that when you see like terms, you add the exponential space. So 3 plus 3 plus 3 is 9. So I'm looking for 27x to the 9th. And they've got some good distractors there. I mean, a lot of kids will say 6. They'll add the 3's. Uh, a lot of kids think 3 cubed is 3 times 3, so they'll say 9. There's good distractors there. All right, which of the following is equivalent to the inequality 4x minus 8 is greater than 8x plus 16? Like, this is an easy one. We just subtract 8x. We have 4x minus 8x greater than 16 plus 8. 16 and 8 is 24. 4x minus 8x is negative 4x. And I am about to divide by a negative. I've noticed that most of you guys are not doing this properly. You're not. But if you divide by a negative, you flip inequality. It's just how it's done. So x is greater than negative 6. Choice G. Nothing too hard. 37, we have a circle. I don't think you have to write the equation of it. See, as shown in the standard xy coordinate plane below, the point 6, lies on a circle with a center at 2, 3 and radius of 5. That means from here to here is 5 units. What are the coordinates of the image of P after the circle is rotated 90 degrees clockwise? So it's going like this. And there's ways to do this with matrices and stuff like that, but I would literally just draw a right angle. That's what I would do. Just draw a right angle. And look where you're at. I mean, you are ridiculously close to 5, negative 1. All you had to know there was keyword clockwise. You had to know what a right angle looks like. Not a hard problem. For right triangle KLM below, what is the sine of angle M? So hopefully you're aware of the acronym SOHCAHTOA. Sine ratio of some angle, and this one is M, because angle M, would be the side opposite over the hypotenuse. So if I'm at M, I don't know what the side opposite is, but I do know that the hypotenuse is 12. So I can't be that one, can't be that one, can't be that one. Just knowing what a hypotenuse is, which is like a 7th grade math standard, made this thing 50-50. All right. Now, to get this little piece right here, you can just use Pythagorean theorem. You might recognize it's a pattern. I don't know. I don't actually think it is a pattern, but you're going to have to do a little Pythagorean theorem, which you juniors, I don't know why, but maybe 10 juniors are actually writing down Pythagorean theorem on a form quiz. How dumb you got to be not to know the first 3 letters of the alphabet. You need to fix that. 10 squared plus something, I'll just call it x, is 12 squared. 10 squared is 100. 12 squared is 144. There's a person who's been asking you to memorize those. So x squared is going to be 44, which means that x is the root of 44. Now, I don't like that they didn't clean this up, but I guess they don't want you to worry about it. This is supposed to be 2 root 11, but whatever. Anyways, it's got to be this guy. Okay. 39. In the figure below, B lies on segment AC, BD bisects it. So BD bisects angle ABE. Bisects means literally to cut in half. What that does is that makes angle ABD congruent to angle DBE. It bisected, cut in half. And B to E bisects angle CBD. So now I've learned that these two things are congruent. And by the transitive property, I've learned that's congruent. What is the measure of angle DBE, this guy in the middle? So I have 3 angles that are all equal, and together they form a straight angle. Of 180 degrees. Well, that means they're all 60. because 60 plus 60 plus 60 is 180. All right, number 40. If there are 8 times 10 to the 12 hydrogen molecules in a volume of 4 times 10 to the 4th cubic centimeters, what is the average number of hydrogen molecules per cubic centimeter? So this is a density problem. Density is simply the amount over the volume. That's all it is. So I get to take 8 times 10 to the 12th, and I get to divide it by 4 times 10 to the 4th. And if you can't do this by hand, just type in the calculator. Be careful about how you type in the calculator. It should be 2 times 10 to the 8th. But what do I know? That's what I got. I'll tell you, I got 200 million. Yeah, I did. Well, if I move the decimal's right here, I move it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I get 2 times 10 to the 8th. And if you forgot the whole lesson that Needham's teaching you, you can literally go to your calculator, type 2 times 10 to the 8th, and see that it's the same thing. But because these are like, and it's only because these are like, same exponent and everything, same type of exponent, they're both tens, you can kind of literally follow the rule of x to the a over b is x to the a minus b. That's where I got that 8. 12 minus 4 is 8. Anyways, choice H. And, I could have saved myself 30 seconds by not using this calculator. Think about that. The more I know, the less I need a calculator. When I go to the calculator, I'm slower. Speed is important. All right, there you go.